Concordia Cemetery, located in West Texas El Paso, one of the most haunted cemeteries in the state, with over 60,000 eternal residents. It is literally a city of the dead. Unexplained sounds have been reported, children's laughter and dark shadows that lurk amongst the gravestones. Join Wendy and Johnny as we venture into a known paranormal hotspot.
No, these crosses, well, I mean, you might be. It says, but then you would know. They're having no way you would know. Now, this is known as the infant nursery, as you can see from the marker. Now, there are children who are buried throughout the cemetery. But in this one spot, for whatever reason, there are more than 2,200 children buried in this section. And it goes from the road we just walked on, all the way to where there's a line of trees that follow on that way. That's the other road. Now, that area, oh, nice. You might have to put it against. There you go. Nice. Okay. Now, we believe most of the children who were buried in this section probably passed. There was a smallpox epidemic that hit El Paso in 1914, and we had the Spanish influenza that hit worldwide in 1916, 17, and 18. Now, the Spanish influenza killed millions of people. So we believe that most of the children who are here are because of those two epidemics. Now, we travel quite often, and it's fairly common for us to go to cemeteries. Imagine that. It's kind of weird. But in those cemeteries that we go to, especially here in the Southwest, many cemeteries have sections that are marked off, meaning that these are victims from the Spanish influenza, and this year, and this year. So we think it's a pretty safe bet that most of the children who are here because of those two things.
Who has equipment? Get closer to the center.
Well, you know what? I have a K2 as well. Oh no, I didn't bring it.
Oh, I'm flashing.
That one is too.
Hijito, are you here?
What's your cell?
Now I will
Baby.
talk to you about Danny when we get to the vortex.
Just yours, not Frank's?
Back up.
No, Frank's is too. Now I'm going to show you a picture. Now this was taken by a patron, pretty much from this spot, because you can see the star, you can see a crew member in the photograph. The woman who was on the tour took the picture and went, ah! Our crew member ran right over and looked at her phone, the picture on her phone there. The provenance of the picture is very good. There's no way she could have doctored it at all. And what we're seeing, because you guys are nice and close, that's good. Look right here. Right here.
Mijito, are you here?
Right.
Baby, are you here?
Can you guys see? Right here is what you're looking at. Right here on this corner. Right here. So what we did, we simply cropped that picture and lightened it up.
Oh no.
There's no way this picture really could have been modified, doctored. There was no time. And what we see is a little girl. And And she's kind of hanging out on that headstone, like, what are you going to do? And the headstone that's in the photograph is where I put the REM pod. It's that headstone. And if you look at the headstone behind it, someone has put a doll or a little bear, and there's a selenite crystal baby bottle. Right there, right behind. You see where the REM pod is? Right behind it. But that headstone is the worst one. It's this one. She's tiny. So if you would like to, this is a safe area. You're welcome to walk around a little bit, take pictures. I'm going to do a little bit of an EVP session. Let's see, what EVP stands for is like electronic voice phenomena. And what that means is that if I'm asking questions and we're running a digital recorder, we go back and listen to the recording and we don't want to put anything in the notes. But we either hear an ambient sounds that we did not hear or actual intelligent responses to the questions that we were asking. So I'm going to do it very, very briefly. But I'm going to go off mic because I don't like to be on mic when I do that.
Mijito. Baby, are you here? Thank you, babe. ¿Tienes hambre? Are you hungry?
Peter brought you a candy.
Baby, are you here?
The dog.
Thank you, babe. ¿Tienes hambre? Are you hungry?
Peter brought you a candy.
Baby, are you here? Thank you, babe. ¿Tienes hambre? Are you hungry? Peter brought you a candy? Touch the device. If your answer is no, then leave it alone. Thank you. Okay, so you understand. Is there someone here that you like that reminds you of someone that you knew? Yes? Can you go up and touch that person's hand? Everybody's like, ooh.
Anybody running Ghost Radar?
I usually leave Ghost Radar over here. That might be because of my
Summer's up to 18.
That's why I recommend that you keep your phones away from the device if you have a phone or device because it'll make it go off. Now I usually explain Ghost Radar over at the Vortex, but what it does is it's just an app, guys. I would never tell a client, oh yeah, you know your house is haunted because the app said so. I wouldn't do that. But it has said some very remarkable things. One time I walked down this road, I was by myself because the group had gone on and I think I had taken someone back to the gate. But I was walking down this road and I got two names, one right after the other, like I just got the word. And that's kind of unusual, so I stopped and I'm looking at the headstones that are along the road. One name was on one headstone, the second name was on another headstone. Coincidental? Yes, but what are the odds? And when I was doing an investigation, I was sitting on the floor in a young lady's bedroom by her closet. She and her husband had been having some activity. And I got the words gift, closet, box, or grandma, something like that. And she was almost in tears. And I'm like, you're going to have to tell me. I don't understand. Why is this upsetting you? She said, my grandmother passed 6 months ago. I have a box of her things up in the closet, and I haven't had the heart to go through them yet. And I'm like,
Are you afraid?
here's your sign. Grandma has something up there that she wants you to get out of that box.
Recuerdas de nosotros.
That's cold.
Did it get colder? What's your question?
Should I put it actually closer to the wall?
Sure. Sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, you're okay? We're gonna have to move on in a minute. We can't stay for too long. Now, if this is Danny, you are welcome to walk with us. If you have a friend who is, did you guys see that?
Where's the rim part?
On the headstone? I put it on the headstone.
Bring the rim part.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Oh, you wanna ask me a question, or you wanna ask a question? Sure. If you wanna ask it, you can ask it. Sure. I'll be honest with you. I have never experienced anything dark or negative here. I
So
have
the
seen
rim
shadow
part
people here.
has
but
to be touched for it to go off. It has to break the plane.
You got.
Hijito, ¿estás aquí?
And
Thank you, baby.
And her K2 is going off too. It's just not registering high enough, but it's going off. See, there's no electricity here. You should not be getting that.
You want another candy, baby?
Let's see, that's high.
Mine does not have battery.
You can follow us, but you can't go home with us, okay? You can come with me. I have candy, okay? I'm gonna leave this one here. Is that okay, mijo? ¿Entiendes?
Yes?
Thank you, baby.
Okay. I'm
Moving
gonna go
on.
ahead. Huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Does this usually happen?
Yes. Danny is usually here. There's a little boy named Danny that we think follows us around. Oh, is this yours? I'm gonna give it back to you.
Do you want us to go?
You can walk with us if you want to.
Do you want us to stay?
Yeah. Okay. Well, for time's sake, guys, we need to keep going.
He wants us to stay.
So I'm sorry, I didn't want to bump you. Okay. I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna leave the candy there for them, okay? Any of you have ever heard of Richard Ramirez? The Night Stalker. Okay, he was a serial killer that actually lived here in El Paso, was born here, moved to Los Angeles, and started his killing spree. Now, Richard Ramirez actually went to Jefferson High School when he was a very young child. Sorry, guys. When he was a very young child, he lived close by, but he suffered horrific abuse at the hands of family members. To escape that abuse, what he would do is come here to the cemetery. He actually slept here, and where he would sleep was right here underneath these trees. He is the one who called this 3 trees. Now, Richard Ramirez, as you know, eventually became a devil worshiper, and it was said that he would practice and started doing some of his rituals here in this location as well. So this is why we think of all of these things combined is why this is such a hot spot in the cemetery. So I'm going to stop talking for a minute and I will introduce this person. Steven. He is
All right, guys. So anybody that knows the history of Richard Ramirez, the serial killer, the famous serial killer, he would come to Concordia Cemetery and perform his rituals, and he would actually live or sleep amongst the graves. Now I'm trying to point the phone or the camera up to these trees, and it's 3 trees that make like a fork, and it's presumed that this is where he would basically spend the night and perform his rituals here. So this is the spot where the famous serial killer Richard Ramirez would do his thing. Kind of stepped away from the group, so I'm kind of on my own out here on the side, trying to get a better angle. But these 3 trees are basically where he would camp out and do his thing. Right here? Okay. So we're stepping away from the group. Wendy's kind of pointing that there's something standing right around here. So there's something here in this spot. Now keep in mind we're away from the group. There's about 20 plus people with the group. So they're trying to run an EVP session, and they got the REM pod on one of the graves on that side. So it's Wendy and myself that are kind of set to the side here. I wish I had more of a night vision type of a camera. I'm recording with my cell phone, so I apologize for not getting a better view in the at night. Wish I had more of a night vision type of camera, which we'll be working on in the future.
Spot on, dude. They say this is a portal.
I told you. I
Yeah.
saw him walking.
Yeah.
I saw him walking back.
This is a portal right here. The reason they say they put the bricks is to prevent it from crossing, going over.
So this is
They closed it, but they say this is a portal. We've had various sightings, shadow people. They come in threes.
yeah.
A crow flew out of the trees one evening. I think Ghost Adventures was here. And
Right.
freaked the boys out to where they called the cops.
Oh wow. Was that what it was?
Don't know
You
if
don't
it
know?
was the bird or if it was the 3 shadows that they captured.
Wow.
Yeah, there?
But here. portal.
So this is to be a portal. So that the reason they put this brick is to kind of close off
He
that
pulled
portal.
Off the portal.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the story.
Okay.
But yeah, she's spot on.
Yeah, I know. Wendy's been capturing, feeling it. So we're pretty much left behind the group, and we're right underneath the trees. So from what Peter's saying, this is actually a portal. They call this the vortex here, and they put this brick here to kind of close off that portal. Now keep in mind, guys, that Ghost Adventures was actually here recording.
Door to your other side. No?
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on.
What if you
On the
put it
group.
right there on the actual the doorway?
Are you here?
I know he's here. I can see him. And this one's right there.
I'm gonna set the camera right here on top of this headstone.
Nothing. We gotta get with the group, man.
Okay. There it is.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh shoot. Barely, but still. Are you here? Nothing. But it did go off a little bit.
Yep.
But
Okay.
let's join the group.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Yeah.
It's not safe. We cut across.
I saw him walk.
See?
He was standing up there, and then he was Peter standing in between the trees, and he said yes.
Okay.
That's where he goes, and I said I saw him walking back and down.
Let's go. You go in front of me. See, because I don't want to stay behind.
I took a picture of him.
Yeah. All right, guys. So what Wendy's saying is that she saw a figure from that point come under the trees, and she's been taking photos. So we just were able to. I'm actually the last one behind, guys. Everybody's already far away. I don't want to stay too behind from the group, but. Here's this one, baby.
Thank you, sir. Good job. Good job. Take two. Take two.
All right, guys. So Wendy and I just had the opportunity to investigate Concordia Cemetery in West Texas El Paso. We joined the Paso del Norte Paranormal Society, and our friends invited us to the tour, and we wanted to do that. Had a great time, very informative. We were able to capture activity, and Wendy was able to capture a black shadow figure underneath the trees where infamous serial killer Richard Ramirez at one point or another did his rituals, and he even slept here. So there's a black shadow figure. I'll go ahead and put it on the video there. And this is not going to be the last time we're going to be out here, guys. We've been to Concordia Cemetery so many different times in the past. We had the opportunity to just film at night, and next time I'm going to see if I can get a better camera, because I'm using a cell phone to record. Obviously it does not have the night vision that we would prefer to have. So the video is completely raw. It's just as is, you know. We're showing you what we're seeing and what we're hearing. And this group was about, let me see, I'm not sure if you can tell, the people are still here, but it must have been maybe a good 20 to 25 people in attendance. So it was a very good group. Again, very informative, and had a blast here. So again, it's not going to be the last time that we come to Concordia Cemetery. It'll be we'll definitely plan out a different occasion, and we do want to come out in the daytime because it's a lot easier for you to see the size of the cemetery, and we'll talk a little bit more about the history. We'll also be doing interviews with the paranormal investigators. So there's a part of the group that was here tonight. Yeah. There you go. So it was a good crowd, a good turnout, and we'll be talking more in the future about the cemetery and who's here, and we'll definitely come back out. I do want to do more of an alone type of investigation, and if we were able to catch activity while people were here, I can just imagine what we'll find when we come back, possibly alone. All right.
I'll show you that shadow that I caught last time.
You got it? Oh, from the other time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me record work. Oh, I am recording. Okay. So Frank, you got some activity on the last time, right? This is a picture from, how long ago was this?
Sure. Like 2 months ago.
Okay. So I can see it, and that's actually where the portal's at, right?
Right.
Okay.
And if you see right here, there's nothing. You
Right.
can see this building in the background. And then these were back to back. And then the next picture, it's no longer here, but you can see
Right.
it.
Okay.
It's standing right there.
Oh yeah, he showed it to me.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Cool,
a
man.
gentleman, huh?
Yeah.
I think
He
it's
had
a male.
On this one, he had a top hat. I never saw it.
A top hat, you see?
Top hat.
Yeah.
Oh, there
I
it's
just
gone.
saw a male. I didn't see no head,
Okay.
but I saw him
The next person.
in between the trees.
Wow.
How long before they get here?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Wow, that's
crazy.
pretty cool.
Wow.
All right.
Okay, so they're about to close out the gates here, and we are the last ones to leave.